Good. Let's move further. The recording has been started. I hope you can hear me out there. Can someone give me a confirmation, please? Any one of you?
Yes,
Yes, sir,
sir.
we can hear you.
Good. Thank you very much. Let's keep this enthusiasm as high as possible. Good. So we would be going to the screen over there. Let me share this. And I'm putting across one more task in front of you. Try to go through the task and let me know what you can do for this. Okay. So I have framed one task for you. Please go through that task carefully. Now we have taken the mid-semester marks of the various subjects. The maximum mark scored by a student must be more than 25, right? The minimum marks of the any subject shall be more than 15 and his or her average mark should be more than 20. And if this happens, then I want to give the gift of 5,000 rupees. But the thing is, I also want to give, the gift if two of those conditions get satisfied and one of those gets satisfied. So if one person gets, say, more than 25 in something, he or she should get 1000. If that fellow scores more than 15 minimum marks, then he should get 2000. I mean, if these two conditions are satisfied, then 2000. And let me remove this 3000 because if all three are satisfied, then we want to give 5000. So this is how the task looks like. Please check it out again. If you couldn't understand this, let me know. I'm explaining this further. Maximum marks 25, minimum more than 15, average more than 20. If all three are satisfied, give 5000. If the first is satisfied, give 1000. If first and second are satisfied, give 2000. And obviously, first, second, and third, if all three are satisfied, then you want to give 5000. So, this is how the logical flow I want to build. Can someone tell me what should I do? You can guide me.
So can you just give us 2 minutes so that we can try and then tell you?
Fine, no worries. You can do it. 2 minutes uninterrupted are given to you. You may take a snap of it if anyone want to take it. I hope everyone is doing there. I hope others are trying. Do not worry, I'll explain this. So before I start explaining this to you, you should also be a little bit
Sir,
aware
can
about
you
the
zoom
thing.
it, please?
Mm-hmm. I'll do it. Just give me a 1 minute. Okay, you may check the task again. Maximum more than 25, minimum more than 15, and average more than 20. If all three are satisfied, obviously 5,000, as simple as that. Okay, shall we, everyone? Can someone tell me that what they have done? If they can put some light on this,
Sir, you
थोड़ा सा तो
haven't zoomed
बताओ.
it, sir. We cannot copy the formula, sir.
Fine, I'm going to explain this. I have given you time right now to do it from your end, first of all. Try it.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
Perfectly fine to make the error, but I just want the logical sequence to be clear from your side. If you can just give me an idea about it. Shall I start explaining this to you now? I hope you can check what I have done over there. Can someone explain what I have done? See, I am asking it to you. I am not directly explaining the things because I want your mind to be tested first, right? Can someone tell me what logic I have applied? See, in the display panel right now in the formula box, this formula is visible to you. Try to denote that formula. Try to make the most out of it. What is there? You'll have to just explain me the formula that I have done now. I'm going a step further. Can anyone explain me the formula, what I have done? Okay, let me check in the chat box if someone has done it. Yes, anyone voluntarily? Shall I move ahead now? Okay, let me start doing it. So everyone should focus now. I'm explaining this. So first of all, the first condition. Let's take the first condition. So here is how the chart looks like. Say the first condition, the first bottleneck we have here is that max shall be more than 25, right? If this answer comes in yes and this answer comes in no. Now if the answer comes in a no, then straight away no gift. If the answer comes yes, then you further want to check that if minimum is more than 15 or what, right? Now if the answer is no, now see here we are checking the second condition, right? That is minimum more than 20, 15. So here we are checking it. Here you have the answer yes, here you have the answer no. So minimum more than 15, अगर इसका आंसर yes आया तो obviously you would be checking another condition. But if minimum more than 15 इसका आंसर no आता है तो you would give the gift of 1000, because at least one condition is satisfied, that is maximum. So maximum condition is satisfied, right? So we would give the amount of gift of 1000 rupees. So let's take another condition. Now we would be going to the third one. So the third one is which one? That average shall be more than 20. Now if this answer comes in yes, then we would give the gift of 5000. If this answer comes no, then we would give the gift of 2000. Now here anyone would be reaching only if he has passed these two conditions. One is he has passed maximum 25, another one is he has passed minimum 15. But he is failing to pass the third condition, that's why we are giving 2000 rupees. So this is how the flow chart looks like. You may check it out. And based on this flow chart, we would be putting the logical condition over there. Now see, this cannot be quantified. How many conditions you can put in the Excel cannot be quantified. This logical sequences you can put as many you want to. Now here it's less about the Excel, it's more about putting your intellect in the logical sequences. So I cannot teach you that how to put your intellect in these logical sequences. I can just explain you that what I have done. I hope you have understood this flow chart first of all. Have you got it, everyone? May I have the confirmation on this? A chotu sa confirmation, yes sir or no sir?
Yes, sir. It's
Yes, sir.
clear.
So let's use the same mechanism. First if. Okay, let me put the first if over there. Let me use the magnifier. The first is sir maximum. Now maximum shall be more than 25. So I'm selecting the range for the maximum first of all. Yes, one thing you could have done to simplify this further is you could have found the maximum, minimum and average somewhere in a different cells. So it could have simplified this further, right? So you could have done like this, that here I want equal to max, opening the bracket and selecting all the cells for which I want the maximums. I'm just copying that formula and pasting it down to all other cells. So I get the maximum for all this number of students. Now in the similar manner, I also want to get the minimum too, right? Oh, so everyone has got somewhere around 30 or 25 or 30 or something in some or the other subjects. So many would get qualified. Anyway, let's move ahead. We had used the random numbers, that's why. This is my max. Now let me find my min. So equal to min, opening the bracket, then selecting all the subjects starting from 1 to the last. So I have got the minimum. Copying that formula, pasting it further. बार बार करने की जरूरत नहीं है, otherwise we would be, किसी के minimum more than 15 है ही नहीं. Oh my god. Anyway, let's move ahead. So 2000 वाली गिफ्ट में कोई क्वालिफाई होगा ही नहीं. Now we would be taking the average. So equal to AVE RAGE. opening the bracket, and I would be selecting the range of the data last from the first to the last subject. Now copying that and pasting it over here again. Sir, we have got mean, max and average. So you may start using the formula next to it now. So you won't have to insert this manual formula in this our main syntax. You know, you will have to just give the reference to this cells. Okay, so equal to, if opening the bracket, if you do not want to use the maximum, you can directly give the reference to this cell, right? Now this cell must be more than what? 25, comma. Now, if this is satisfied, if this is yes, then you want to go further. You want to check the second condition, right? So you would again be putting one more if. If the first answer is straight away yes, you do not want to give the gift. You want to check another condition as well. That is, minimum shall be more than 15. So I am selecting this, which shall be more than 15, comma. Now, if the second answer is also the yes, you do not want to stop here. You want to check one more condition. That's average must be more than 20. So if opening the bracket and this cell must be more than 20. So once you put all these three, now you would try to run your logic a bit. Now it is, now see, the last bracket you have closed, right? Now if I press comma, now can someone tell me I am there into the syntax of which condition? I am there right now in the syntax of third condition, right? If the third condition, just a second, not closing the bracket. Now if all three are getting satisfied, then what will be the value if true? Can someone tell me? अगर तीनों satisfy होती है तो क्या देना है हमें? कौन बताएगा? मैंने ब्रैकेट को क्लोज नहीं किया. वी आर राइट नाउ इनटू द सिंटैक्स ऑफ द थर्ड कंडीशन. तीनों सेटिस्फाई होता है तो क्या देना है सर?
Gift of 5,000.
Absolutely. So I'm writing 5,000. You can put it in the double inverted comma. You may ignore the double inverted comma at all. That's perfectly fine. So I'm writing over there 5,000, comma. Now see, if third is not satisfied, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि पहली दो satisfy हो गई है. The first two are satisfied, but third is not satisfied. So that's why you would be putting the value if false in the third category. So value if false in the third category, what is the meaning of it? Try to understand it conceptually. First is satisfied, second is satisfied, but third is not getting satisfied. That's why we are right now into the syntax of the third condition. And if third is not satisfied, I would say, see, it's okay. पहली दो तो कर दी भाई तूने, तो पहली दो कर दी तो कितने मिलेंगे तुम्हें? 2000. Yes or no? So value if false of the third condition we have completed. So let's close the bracket. ओके, नाउ सर ब्रैकेट एक बार क्लोज हो गया, मतलब ये हुआ कि अब हम कहां पे पहुंच गए हैं? सेकंड वाली जो कंडीशन है उसके नो में, ट्रू में पहुंच गए. सेकंड वाली का ट्रू खत्म, ट्रू में पहुंच गए थे. अब कॉमा प्रेस करेंगे तो सेकंड वाली के थर्ड में पहुंच गए. So what is the value if false if the second is not getting satisfied? So I would say if second is not getting satisfied तो तेरा फर्स्ट तो हो रहा है. अपन ने अभी एक सिर्फ लास्ट वाला ही क्लोज किया है. The third condition which was the last condition that has been closed, right? So when I say third is closed, that means first two are still there. If first two में अगर no आ रहा है, इसका मतलब क्या आ रहा है कि first is satisfied but second is not satisfied. So if first is satisfied, I would say 1000, closing the bracket after pressing the double inverted comma. Now I would again press the comma. Now I am there into value if false of the first condition itself. The first condition itself was whether the maximum was more than 25 or not. If that is not going to satisfy, तो फिर कुछ देना ही नहीं है. So I would be putting no gift at all. So now all these conditions are been satisfied, are been taken into account. Closing the bracket. So now finally you have completed your entire logical sequence. Pressing the enter. You may again check it. If you require the further explanation, I am here for you. Let's do it again so that you get it in a better way. So equal to, I'm doing it for the second now. If, opening the bracket, first of all, let me, what should I do? Sir, there is this cell, which is the maximum shall be more than 25, comma. Now we are into the second argument of the first condition. Understand my words very carefully. The second argument of the first condition is what if the value is true? I said, see, if the value is true, then I want to go into the second condition. That is which one? Again putting if, that this minimum cell shall be more than 15. Right? Now it asks me that, okay, Mr. Ronak, if second is satisfied, then what you want to do? I would say if second is satisfied, then I want to check another condition, which is third condition, that if average is more than 20. Right? So I am there right now into the third condition. That means the third syntax. First argument of the third syntax is over. You can count the syntax by the number of brackets. We are there right now into the third bracket. That means we are there into the third condition. So we are there into the third syntax. The first argument of the third syntax is over. So comma. The second argument of the third syntax says that, okay, if all three are satisfied, then what? Now I don't have the fourth condition. I have framed the logical flow only up to the three conditions. I would say if all three are satisfied, then straight away give the gift of 5,000, as simple as that. Then it would ask me, okay, let's go to the third parameter, third argument of the third syntax, that okay, if your third condition is not satisfied, then what? Now try to understand. Here is the crux. अपन अभी किस में है? थर्ड सिंटेक्स में है. थर्ड सिंटेक्स में नो में है. मतलब क्या हुआ कि फर्स्ट टू आर ऑलरेडी सेटिस्फाइड. P4 more than 25. ओके, तो यस है तो कहां पे गया? Q4 shall be more than 15. ओके, अगर वो भी यस है तो कहां पे गया? देन R4 shall be more than 20. ओके, अगर ये तीनों यस हो गए तो क्या हो गया? ये तीनों यस हो गए तो 5000. अब ये तीनों यस नहीं हो रहे तो मैं क्या करूं? तो मैं बताऊं कि भाई वो कोई बात नहीं, तीनों यस नहीं हो रहे तो मतलब क्या हुआ कि फर्स्ट टू आर हैपनिंग. And if first two are happening, then I want to give the gift of 2000. So closing the bracket. Now, so what we have effectively done is we have completed the second condition's second argument. Now pressing the comma, right now you are into a second argument. It says that okay, चलो ये नहीं तुम्हारा हुआ तो अब तुम क्या करोगे? तो मैं उनको बताऊंगा कि भाई तीनों नहीं हुए, दोनों हो गए, तो दोनों हो गए तो 2000 दे दिया. अब दोनों में से पहला वाला हो रहा है लेकिन दूसरा नहीं हो रहा है, तो पहला वाला कौन सा है? सर पहला वाला इज द मैक्सिमम. इफ दैट इज बीन ट्रू, देन आई वांट टू गिव 1000. Closing the double inverted comma, closing the bracket. So we have completed the two brackets now, but one more bracket is completed, is pending to be completed. So I would again press the comma. Now I am there into the last bracket that we had started, the first. So right now we are into the first syntax. First syntax mein two arguments are over. The last argument is that what if the P4 is not more than 25? I would say if P4 is not more than 25, then I do not want to check anything else. So straight away I would give no gift, or I may say BKT. Some people would be like, what is BKT? BKT is Babaji ka Thullu. So closing the bracket. Now we have completed all the brackets. This is how it would be looking like. So here in this case, we have applied the three conditions, but the result of these three conditions are different, are not the same. If only the first is satisfied, then the gift is something else. If only the first and two are satisfied, then the gift is something else. And if all of these three are satisfied, then also the gift is something else. I hope you are able to understand. Till now, whatever we had done, no, was like हमें result तो एक ही चाहिए था. Now we want the different results for the different combinations of conditions. Closing the bracket. Just a second. यहाँ पे slash आ गया मेरे में इसलिए. So closing the bracket, so you get something over here. Now doing the control C, we are not going to do it again and again, and we would be pasting it straight away to something. So we would have only few students who would get the BKT. Rest everyone is getting qualified in some or the other sort of a thing. Now there is no student who is satisfying all three conditions actually. And there is no student who will see anyone's average is also not more than 20. You may check it. Anyone's minimum is also not more than 15. So everyone is getting only the 1000 rupees of gift, nothing else. May I have the confirmation now that you have got it, everyone?
Sir, the one file you have sent is of random number, right?
Right.
So in my random number file, there everyone is getting 5,000.
You might have got more than 30 in all the cases, and average would have been satisfied. That's fine. Okay. We only had created those random numbers, no? So whatever you had generated, accordingly, you would have got the answers.
Sir, I am performing the task in the file you have sent, activity 1 data.
Hey, which one? Right now, I am working on the file we had sent yesterday because this logical test and functioning were the part of the yesterday's session.
Yes, sir, I know, but I am working on the data you have sent just now, today, on the
Fine, no
file
worries.
number 3, yes.
You have understood, no, what I have done. The concern is this
Yes, sir, I understood, and I got everyone is getting up 5,000 because every conditions are satisfied. Sir.
Good, good, very good. Others, those who are not getting it, please let me know. There is absolutely no gray area. There should be either yes or no. And if it is no, I am ready to teach you. Okay, Veronica, you couldn't understand it. Others, what's the status?
Sir, I'm able to understand it, but I don't know. It keeps showing an error saying that we found an error in the formula, so I'm trying to solve it. I'll try once more.
Who was there? May I hear you?
Uh,
Whenever you speak, no? Yes,
yes,
dear.
it was Himali.
Yes, Hemali, please do it. See, my syntax is there right now in front of you. So you may again check it. You might be doing some error in putting the commas or closing the brackets somewhere. Let me keep it open for you for one more minute. Okay. I hope that's visible to everyone now. Check it out. See, if first is satisfied, you want to go to the third, right? This is how my syntax is. If first is satisfied, then you want to go to the third. Second, if second is satisfied, then you want to go to the third. If all three are completed, that means you want to give the gift of 5,000. Simple. Now see, we are there right now into the third syntax. So we are there into the third syntax, and earlier two conditions were only the yes kind of a conditions. हम पहले दो के no में नहीं है, पहले दो के yes में है. If first is satisfied, go to the second. Second is satisfied, go to the third. All three are satisfied, okay, 5,000 completed. If all three are not satisfied, then it literally means that first two got satisfied, right? So if first two got satisfied, that means 2000. Now close that bracket. So once you have closed that bracket, that means you have completed the third syntax. But yet, you will have to complete the second syntax as well. So what's effectively the second syntax? It starts from here, it ends over here. So second syntax tells you that first is satisfied, but second is not getting satisfied. So I said, okay, if first is getting satisfied, then I would give 1000, as simple as that. Then I would again close the bracket, I would again press the comma. So now I am there into the first one. So when I say the first syntax, if first itself is not getting satisfied, then absolutely there is no gift. So break this syntax into the three parts. So you'll be able to understand this logically. I'll give you few tasks and exercises which you'll be doing at your home today so that you'll be able to understand in a better way. I know bit difficult to understand, but once you frame the flowchart in your mind, no, then it's not that much difficult. I hope that's clear now. Okay. And see, you will be exploring few languages like Python, R, in upcoming sessions to come, MySQL as well. In this as well, we are going to explore the VBA, Virtual Basic Applications, which is also programming language of Excel. That's where the majority of the intellect you will be putting, no, that is on framing the code. So in framing the code, you will have to put the logical situations. So I think your logic must run well. The flowcharts must run well in your mind, first of all, that what's getting end, what's getting satisfied, what will be the answer if only the first is satisfied, what will be the answer if only first and second are satisfied, and what will be the answer if nothing would satisfy. So accordingly, once that is clear, no, you'll be able to frame your own codes. So specifically in the Python and R, this kind of a logical testing would be required a lot. Okay, let's move ahead now. So now we are moving to the file which I have circulated today. Won't be requiring much intellect now, that's for sure, because visualization is something that is more sort of applying all the tools which are inbuilt. Over there, you won't have to apply the logic more. So let's move ahead into the file of today. So I'm closing it down. Few tasks, I'll give it to you. You'll be practicing at your home, and I'm sure more and more you would do the practice, better and better understanding you would have about this. So take this logical sequence as one of the assignments of the math. So sometimes while solving the mathematics question, you understand that what professor has done on the board, but until and unless you practice it for quite a few times, you don't get the confidence that whether you have actually learnt it or not, right? So do the practice of it, and once the entire logic gets clear quite a few times, then you will have the confidence more. Okay, so I'm going to the third file now. So I want to complete all kinds of charts which I feel are the most important ones in the advanced Excel. Here I would again seeking the pardon from you in advance that some of the charts will not be there in 2019, 2016 and earlier versions. But if you are there in the 2016, I'm not very much sure, but I think you would have the map charts here. You may cross verify this. Please go to the insert and check it out that whether this kind of a charts are visible to you over there or not. You must have this map chart. I guess in 2016 and 19 version it is there. For the earlier versions it will not be there. There is absolutely nothing to worry about. You will have to just focus over here. There is no rocket science involved, but since you do not have that version, you will not be able to practice it, but at least you can focus over here, right? So there is absolutely nothing to worry. If you have got it, then you would be doing it along with me. If nothing is there, you will be just watching it over here. Can you just confirm it? Do you have this map chart there? How many of you have there and how many of you do not have? Let's have
Yes, sir,
yes
it's
and no.
available on mine.
Good. Others? Okay, Mitesh mein nahi hai. Mitesh, you can, even Shemali do not have it. So those who do not have it would be focusing over here. Various other charts are there जो आपके इसमें होंगे, जो नहीं है उसके लिए आप यहाँ पे ध्यान दीजिए. Okay. So we have created a task file here and we would be moving to one by one. So first is prepare a combined chart of total marks and percentage in exercise 1. Now let's go to the exercise 1. Here we are. We have the total marks and the percentage. So exercise 1 is the third worksheet. So what has been asked? Let's check it out further. It says this combined chart of total marks and exercise 1. Combined chart of total marks and percentage, sorry. Now how you'll be finding the combined chart of these two? Can someone tell me which chart can be more useful from here? Bar chart, columnar chart, line chart? Anyone? When I say combined chart, that means we want the total as well as the percentage to be indicated, right? Now if you want to indicate all these two, then which chart will be the more appropriate one? Because see, the problem will be the percentage is in decimals. So if I just create a line chart by selecting this, the first step will always be like, selecting the data in this case. Then let me just go to one of the charts from here. Say I'm going to the line chart. So I'm selecting the first line chart. So here the presentation is not so good because see, marks and percentage are having a lot of difference, when it comes to the quantity. Marks are there in the hundreds and percentage are in decimals. So it's less than 1. When I say 65%, that effectively means 0.65 only. So you do not have the good representation when you prepare the line chart. Similarly, when you prepare the bar chart for this, so what I'm doing is I'm selecting the total in percentage and I'm just showing this to you. We are going to perform this. Insert, and I'm selecting the bar chart. Say the columnar first one I'm selecting. Then also the representation is not so good because percentage are negligible when it comes to the total marks. They do not stand anywhere in comparison. Okay. So we have something called the combined chart, which we'll be using now. Sir, what's the step number 1 to insert any kind of a chart? The step number 1 is always the selection of the data. I would tell you that how you would be adding the name of the students over there too. So you can select the data from name to percentage, then also it's fine. That is a way number 1. So all the irrelevant data we would be removing later on. The way number 2 would be, you would be selecting only the total and percentage, and later on you will be adding the names, right? And way number 3, which is altogether a fanatic kind of a way, where you'll have to go to the chart and then after inserting the chart you will be adding the data. I don't think that would be the good way. So let's go to the second way and we would be adding the names later on. So total and percentage I am selecting. Then I will go to the insert tab, and in insert tab you must be able to see, just a second. So here in this combo button you would have the various charts, right? So insert combo chart you must be able to find. If you are using the earlier versions, I'm really sorry, it will not be there, but select the first one or the second one or the third one. I guess the second one looks better because here in this case on right hand side you get the percentage and in left hand side you get the number of marks. So both the purposes are getting solved there. So minute kind of a formatting, that how to change the title of this chart and everything we are going to see later on. But right now just identify what kind of a chart is possible for this. So how many of you have done it? May I have a confirmation on this? Or you may do it in a 1 minute,
Yes, sir, done.
uninterrupted 1 minute given.
Yes,
Good.
I got it.
Good. Others, please.
Done, sir.
Good. So see, you can delete the entire chart once you click on the face of the chart. Uske face pe jaake se tapli maro. So once I put the tuple on the face of the chart, then you'll have to just press the delete button, which is there in your keyboard. So you press the, once this kind of a dots gets appeared, no, that means the entire chart is selected. So now you can just press the delete button, the chart is deleted. Okay, so let's go to the second way now. So you would be exploring few options of the charts, that's why. I want the names as well along with that. So what I'll do is, I would be selecting right from the name to the total and percentage. So I'm selecting this much of data. So excluding the enrollment number, I have selected the entire data. Every one of us would be doing it. Then I'm going to the insert. Then again, the combo chart, the second combo chart that we had selected. But sir, here in this case, too many things are given to us. We do not want as many things. So what we'll do is, we would first have a right click somewhere on a chart, and once you have a right click, then there is something called select data, right? So click the select data, and here in the left hand side you have the language 1, language 2, language 3, and so many other kind of things. These are the series, and you would tell it to Excel that, see Mr. Excel, I do not want all this kind of a series, I just want the total and percentage. So you may just untick all those which are not required, or you may delete it altogether. See, if this tick and untick button is not getting up here, then what you can do is you can select it and remove it from here. Simple. That is also a one way. Here it's the filter. So whether you apply the filter or you remove it altogether doesn't make much difference. If you apply the filter, then whenever you will be ticking it again, the data would get appeared, right? So maths untick, science untick, social untick, total and percentage I want, I would press OK. But sir, here in this case, this one is the line chart, not the bar chart. Okay. So for total, it has got, let me remove this rather than unticking it. Let me remove this only. Language 2 को remove कर दिया, language 3 को remove कर दिया, maths को भी remove, science को भी remove, social को भी remove. Let me check it. What do I get now? Okay, still I get the similar kind of a chart. I think we want the bar charts for total, right? Not the line chart. Don't worry, we would be doing it. Say here on right hand side, I guess these are the marks. So instead of this, we want the percentages over there, right? So you can go to select data again. Let me change the order of this. Still not.
Oh, sir, I tried it. May I?
Yes, please. Why not?
When we click on the percentage value axis, like on the right hand side, if we right click, we'll get an option change chart type. Over there, we can go and like it will take us to the combo value option, and then we can select the second one. So then it changes them.
Absolutely correct. Good. So from here, see what we have done is we must have the digital round of applause for her now. So you can have a right click over there, and then there is something called sir change chart type, which is also an option. Now from here you can change the chart type. We were there into the combo chart, right? So that combo chart was there somewhere here. That was the last one I had. Okay, so from here the percentage must be there. The percentage के लिए हमें कौन सा वाला चार्ट चाहिए? So sir, percentage के लिए I guess the line chart would be better. The last time we had got. So you may select for the percentage line chart. For total, which one we requires? For total, I guess sir bar chart would be the better. So percentage in total bar chart. But I think the two series are not getting appeared. Secondary series, right. So you may put the secondary series over here, that is in percentage, tick on it. So you get this kind of a chart. You may check it. then press OK. You have got this chart. Now basic kind of a formatting like changing the chart type, name, you can explore it further. So once you have the right click, no, every point of time you have the option of change the chart type. So it's not like you are stuck only to the chart which you have selected. So later on, if you feel that, sir, the chart type needs to be changed from bar to pie, okay, that's perfectly fine. You can change it. Okay. There is one more way, that is, you can have the selective selection just like we had done last time around. So from names, you would be selecting like this. Once the names are getting selected, then press the control button. When it comes to the selective selection, you will have to press the control button as well, right? Then you can go to the total percentage and you would select these two lines as well. So that's the selective selection. So rest entire area we have ignored. Now you can go to the insert, and from that insert you can select the chart, the second one which you wanted. See, तो हमें वो पूरा रामायण महाभारत करने की जरूरत नहीं थी, बट वो हमने इसलिए किया था तो क्योंकि हमें मालूम पड़े कि भाई जो अनवांटेड डेटा है उसको रिमूव कैसे किया जाए. But if you do the selective selection, then there is no worries only. You can definitely get the, and along with that, if you wanted the enrollment numbers too, you could have taken the enrollment numbers as well. Now see, once these names are written, then how you can add the enrollment number later on? You can do it perfectly fine. How? See, again, if I do the right click on the face of the chart, then select the data. Now here in this case, on the right hand side, you have the horizontal axis labels where only the names are written, right? Sir, along with the names, we also want the enrollment numbers. So I would go to the edit, right? So in edit, I would press on this button, click on this button, and we would also be selecting the enrollment numbers and name now. So both of this we would be selecting up to the last one. Enrollment number to names of the subjects up to the last one, from the first to the last one, pressing enter. So you must have seen that on right hand side. So here you have got the enrollment number as well as the names. Press OK. So say in horizontal axis category, you have got the enrollment numbers as well as the names. सर हमने क्या किया था, हम एडिट बटन में गए थे, एडिट में जाके जहां पे सिर्फ नाम थे उसकी जगह पे नाम और एनरोलमेंट दोनों को सिलेक्ट किया. सो क्लिक ऑन दिस बटन, change the range, pressing enter, pressing OK, again pressing OK. So you have the enrollment number as well as the names which are given to you in the horizontal axis category. सर ये चार्ट टाइटल को कैसे चेंज करें? Once you click on this, this kind of a dot gets appeared. Change it as per your name, say total and percentage chart. That's the name you have given. You can change the colors of this. This kind of a basic formatting I'll not be focusing much because I think you would be able to explore this. So total and percentage chart, the name I have given. धीरे धीरे और भी ऑप्शंस है जहां पे हम स्केल्स को ये चेंज करेंगे, वैसे वाले अलग अलग टास्क के अंदर हम करते जाएंगे. सो वी हैव कंप्लीटेड द फर्स्ट टास्क. वन मोर थिंग, you can cut this entire chart. The control X button is applicable. Once this entire chart is selected, how do you know that that is selected entirely? You click on it. Once this dots gets appeared, that means it is selected. Do control X. So it's cut now. You go to any other worksheets and you just paste it by control V, the chart would be pasted over here. So control X, control C, control Z, those buttons are applicable on the chart section too. May I have the confirmation we have got everything till now regarding the charts, please? So from Titli we have got yes, from Hemali as well, from Veronica. Good to see that Veronica has said yes this time around. Good, good. That's the matter of
Sir,
place.
can you repeat it once again? How to get enrollment number again?
Okay, fine, no worries. See, you had selected only the names in the first case, right? Along with the names, you have selected the totals and percentage. So that's the selective selection. How do you do it? Sir, it's by pressing the control key, as simple as that. So we are not pressing control key right now. Once the names are selected, then I would press the control key. Then I would start selecting from total to percentage in this fashion. Then I would go to the insert. See, I'm inserting the second chart that we had done last time around. Now here in this case, I do not have the enrollment numbers. I can add the enrollment numbers. So in the horizontal category, right now in the horizontal axis, I just have the names. So I would go on the face of the chart, would have the right click, and I would go to the select data option. Now in select data option, you may check it that here in the horizontal axis category, you just have the names which are getting appeared. So I can edit it at whatever the time I want to. So click on this edit button. So this kind of a dialog box gets appeared, which is nothing but the axis labels. So click on this button again, and you would select the enrollment numbers as well as the names, right? So selecting enrollment number as well as the names over here, instead of only the names. So pressing enter, again pressing enter, you have the enrollment numbers as well.
Clear, sir. Got it. I also got the same.
Very good. Let's go to the task number 2 everyone. थोड़ा सा ऐसे यार खड़े हो जाओ एंथुसियाज्म को मैं ऐसे 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 सोते सोते नहीं करना है. Okay, so we have the brand of various soaps here and the number of units sold in the Rajkot on daily basis. Say for example, 50,000 number of units are sold for the Lux brand, then for the Joe brand, then Weevil, Dettol and all such sort of brands we have here. We are supposed to prepare the pie chart for this. That's given to us in the task worksheet as well. You can go to, अच्छा ये तो पहले बार चार्ट था, बार चार्ट तो हमने किया ही नहीं. ठीक है, वो आप कर लेना आपके ऊपर. Prepare a pie chart for a daily sales in the Rajkot region. Sir, pie chart is applicable and is useful when you want to give the percentage share of anything. You know, so if the political parties have got few number of votes and you want to see that who has got what percentage of the vote share, the pie chart would be more useful as compared to the bar chart or line chart. You people are aware about it. If I'll be explaining the pie chart to you, it would be the great insult of your intellect and knowledge, you know. So that's why my focus is right now on how to apply it. So you'd be selecting the entire data, excluding the total. Otherwise, the total will also be taken as a one pie. So total आपका आधे पाई में चला जाएगा. तो आधा पाई तो किसका हो जाएगा टोटल. Some people will be like आधा कैसे. तो बेटा ये सबका टोटल प्लस टोटल तो 2 होता है ना, तो आधा टोटल के पास चला जाएगा. Anyway, if you do not get it, do not select the totals, as simple as that. Now you would go to the insert tab. In the insert tab, go to the pie chart. There are various types of pie charts given to you. Select the simple one, first one right now. So you have got the pie chart here. The colors are being given automatically. Now here in this case, say for example, if I want to add the labels, then how can I do it? That means, say if I put my mouse cursor over there, then the percentage share of this particular brand and the number of units are getting visible. But I want that to be there fixed, visible right on the face of the pie chart. So what can I do is, you may go to the center and click on the center. So this chart is entirely selected. How do you come to know that it is selected? Because dots are getting appeared. Then you can again go to the center. Again, I am there on the center only. Have a right click. Then there is something called data labels. Right, so click on the data labels, but by default it gives you only the number of units sold. Now see, you can change the place of it. Say 11,000 को आपको तो इधर रखना ना है, तो माउस क्लिक से अंदर जाके उसको अंदर जाने दो, उसका साइज थोड़ा सा चेंज कर दो, छोटा कर दो, कौन कौन मना कर रहा है तुम्हें? But sir, along with the number of units, I also want the percentage share. So what I'll do is, I would again go to the center of this pie chart. I would again click on it. Then there is something called format data labels. Click on the format data labels. So on right hand side, this kind of a box gets appeared. If you are using the earlier version, then you would get this dialog box gets appeared. तो डायलॉग बॉक्स ओपन होगा, राइट हैंड साइड पे ऐसा आपको ऑप्शंस का टैब नहीं ओपन होगा अगर आपके पास अर्लियर वर्जन है तो, बट उसका सेम ही मतलब है. Along with the value, you have the percentage written there, right? So click on the percentage. If you want the value, keep it ticked. If you do not want the value and only the percentage share you want, then value को cancel कर दीजिए. Now press OK. No need to press OK as well. The percentages are getting appeared. I hope that's pretty much clear, including the headings we had selected. So that's why Excel has already automatically has taken the heading as well. That is number of units sold in Rajkot daily. Has everyone got this? May I move ahead, please? धीरे 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 हड़ू हड़ू हड़ू.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good to see. Good to see. अभी तक तो एकदम सिंपल सिंपल चीजें आ रही है, आगे आगे देखो होता है क्या. अच्छा, after that let's go to the what is there in the chart. Prepare a tree map for political parties number of votes. Now some people were asking me about the Power BI, Now Power BI and Tableau were exclusively giving us the tree map as well as the the map chart as well as some of the flow and tunnel charts. But good to see that since last 2016, since last few years, specifically after 2016, Excel has taken this advanced chart as well inbuilt. That means for those particular charts which were exclusively available in the Power BI and the Tableau are now available in the Excel as well. Now I have come to know from some of the news agencies that Excel is also planning to give one more version of the Excel where visualizations would be exclusively focused. Right now there is one more premium version of Excel which is the Excel Stata. For the statistical analysis, right now the people are using Python and R more frequently, SPSS to some extent, because some of the hypothesis testing tests are not there in the Excel, so they have given the Excel Stata. So similarly, they are trying to give the extension of some of the visualizations as well, but I don't know how they would be doing it because it would be straight away affecting their own one more product, that is the Power BI. But let's see how they would be coming across with. So some of the charts are already there, which is there in the Tableau syllabus too. Tree map. Sir, what is the tree map first of all? And we would be able to understand this only after the application of it because you would be able to visualize this. I know it. So let's select the party name, number of votes, and 2017 and their number of votes. So this is the selection of the data I have done. Then I would go to the insert tab, and I'm again sorry, tree map will be available only in 2016 and the afterwards versions. I would go to this particular tree map, which is the tree map. You would be able to see it over here. Click on this and you get this kind of a chart. So what does it effectively convey? See, just like the pie chart, it also gives the proportionate square brackets. Now this proportionate square boxes are prepared in accordance with the number of votes these political parties have got out of total. So it's more sort of a pie chart only, but instead of the pies you have here the square bracket. So out of the total area, how much area is occupied by whom? So out of the total votes which have been given, how much is given to the BJP, it gives you the visualized picture. So that's effectively in proportion to their share. Has everyone
Sir,
got it?
sir,
Yes,
a
please.
question. It is of 2017 or 2013. We can consider or both combined one.
I have taken right now only of the 2017. You can change the
If
2013
we
as well.
take
That's fine.
2017 and 13 both combinedly, then it will give the combined result.
Yes, absolutely true.
Okay, sir.
हाँ. अच्छा सर 2017 क्यों लिया? हमें तो 13 लेना था. तो ले लो ना भाई, कौन मना कर रहा है? राइट क्लिक, सिलेक्ट डेटा. अब सिलेक्ट डेटा में सीरीज 1 है, उसको रिमूव कर दो. ठीक है. नाउ वी वुड बी एडिंग द सीरीज. So I would give the name of the series, say whatever the name I want to give, say 2013 what share. Now series values I'll have to select, no? So I'll be clicking over here in the values of the series now. So click on this button. Some people will be like, what is this button? तो मेरी मर्जी है, मेरे को जो बोलना है बोलो. So now I'll be selecting the from the first one over here, right? So 2013 I'm selecting. I'm sorry this chart is getting visible over here, but आपको मेरे को पीछे दिखाई दे रहा होगा मेरा सिलेक्शन वहां से है वो. My laptop is high on the ganja right now. उसको क्या हो गया मालूम नहीं. Closing the bracket, pressing enter. Let me change this place of it so that you'll be able to get it in better way. So again doing it, right click, select data, whatever the series is already there, remove that series, add a new series, give a name to the series, 2013 what share, then select the values by clicking over here. So I would be selecting only the 2013 values. I'm not selecting 2013, otherwise it would take it as a number because name is already been given. Pressing enter, again pressing OK. So that's the 2013 data now. See, Excel is very smart, you know. Excel is very
Sir,
smart.
can you repeat this? Can you repeat this?
Fine, fine, no worries. I'll repeat this. अब देखो, आपने देखा मैंने तो किसी को कलर कुछ नहीं दिया था, लेकिन इसने बीजेपी को कौन सा कलर दिया है? यहाँ पे कोई आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस नहीं लगाया है. It's just a coincidence. So right click, then select data again. So whatever the series which is there, no, just remove it. After selecting it, click on this remove. Now you add a series. So sir, I would selecting the series of 2013 what share. Now values to be selected as well, right? Click on this values button now and select it from 2013. Pressing enter, again pressing OK, again pressing OK. Now here in this case, you must have seen that these are the legend entries where branch name and this kind of a things are given. What is this branch? I do not want this branch and everything, you know. So you can again have a right click, select data and horizontal axis labels. Something like horizontal axis labels is visible to you. Edit में जाओ और एक्सिस लेबल्स को सिलेक्ट करो और उसको बताओ कि ये है मेरे एक्सिस लेबल, कांग्रेस से शुरू करते करते अदर्स तक. Pressing OK, pressing OK. So you must be able to see that all 4 axis labels are visible to you now. Pressing OK. Check it out. See, so names are getting appeared now. Is it clear, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
There are a few other ways as well to select this. ये चारों को सिलेक्ट कर लो ना, उसके बाद में यहाँ से भी नाम चेंज हो सकते हैं. चारों को सिलेक्ट करो तो राइट हैंड साइड पे यहाँ पे फॉर्मेट लीजेंड करके आता है, वहां पे टेक्स्ट ऑप्शन होंगे. यहाँ पे आपको एक्सप्लोर करना पड़ेगा कि आप यहाँ पे टेक्स्ट कैसे इंसर्ट कर सकते हो, बट इधर से भी हो सकता है. आई हैवंट एक्सप्लोर्ड दैट येट. but I'm just giving you the option. You can from here as well. I think it's possible. Let me check it. No, it's more sort of a formatting actually. Text fill, no. Text outline, no. No, it's only the formatting option given. Sorry. Chart title.
Also, it's possible to add data labels.
What? Here in this case.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have the right click. On that, you must have the data labels. So you must have seen that BJP, Congress, AAP, and others are selected. Now you want the percentage as well in this case. I guess the percentage will not be given because in the tree map, it's more sort of a hierarchy, you know. Here you don't get the exact percentage. If you want the percentage share as well, then apply the pie chart instead of this. Clear? Shall I move ahead?
Yes.
Good. वो लड़की
Sir,
क्वेश्चन पूछ के चली गई, बोलो.
doing pie chart, but there it's just showing me percentage.
तुम्हें क्या चाहिए पाई चार्ट में? और नाम भी
मुझे
चाहिए साथ साथ में.
हाँ
हाँ तो हो सकता है ना, डिलीट कर दो इसको पहले. अपन जाते हैं पाई चार्ट में. देखो इसमें है, ठीक है. इसके लिए पाई चार्ट करूं मैं 2017 इसके लिए.
yes
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, करते हैं. अच्छा, तुम्हें यहाँ पे चाहिए परसेंटेज और नाम. तो 8 डेटा लेवल्स में गया मैं. तो 8 डेटा लेवल्स में तुम्हारे पास क्या है? नंबर ऑफ वोट्स आए, ठीक है. अगेन हैव अ राइट क्लिक देयर, देन फॉर्मेट डेटा लेवल्स. Then in format data labels, you have, you know, the value from cells as well, category name as well, series name as well. So let me check the category name. Right, so category name के अंदर party के नाम भी आ रहा है. So select the option of category name. Select the option of percentage. So you have so many labels over there. I guess this is too much comprehensive in nature.
done sir.
Great. Good. Let me select it and delete it. अब यहां तक तो क्या था भैया? छप छबिया था. क्या था? छप छबिया. The actual visualization starts now. Let's go to the stock chart. Acha, any one of you have ever seen the stock charts, the candle charts?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
कोई मुझे बता सकता है कि how do they actually reflect the data? कैंडल चार्ट कैसे रिफ्लेक्ट करता है डेटा को?
So that day volumes open, close, high.
Okay. So is it possible only for the day, or you can do it for some other time frames as well?
No, sir. Time frames are there.
Okay, good. So you can do it for.
Week are 5 minutes, many time frames.
Good, good. Some people who are highly hyperactive, no, are using the 1 minute or 2 minute. There are very few who use 1-2 minute kind of a charts, and very few softwares are also available which gives 2 or 3 minutes frames. Okay, so those who do not know about it, I need to first clarify that what are the stock charts, candle charts. See, every candle will be representing one time frame. So time frame can be a minute, time frame can be 5 minutes, time frame can be a 1 hour, it can be 1 day, it can be 1 week, 1 month as well. Right? So if, say for example, this is the time frame of 1 day. Now if this candle is the upward candle, so generally the upward candle are represented by the green color in the stock charts. So if this is the green candle, so what's the meaning of it? This is how the candle looks like. This is how the candle looks like. Now what is the meaning of this? See, this is the time series data where on the x-axis you have the price, and sorry, y-axis you have the price, and x-axis is nothing but the time. So here in this case the time frame is the daily, because we have taken the daily candles. So what is the meaning of this daily candle? Try to understand. In this case it is green. Green माने के this is where it from where the body gets started. जहां से बॉडी उसकी स्टार्ट होती है वो कौन होता है, उसका ओपन होता है. जहां पे बॉडी खत्म होती है वो उसका क्या होता है, क्लोज होता है. मतलब कि शेयर प्राइस कहां से ओपन हुआ, from where the market was open. The share price might be related to the index, it can be related to the specific individual companies, it can be related to some of the indices like Bank Nifty. Now see, here you see the top of this low. Now, if you want to prepare this kind of a charts in the Excel, you can do it. If I tell you about my example only, I have created one automated chart which directly takes the data of options as well as some of the specific companies I have selected. On that, it applies few visualizations on automatic basis on daily basis. The data gets captured, gets fetched from the internet websites. And accordingly, I have applied some formulas and it gives me some of the buy and sell signals as well. I have also framed one of the industry strength index, where based on the previous day's volumes, the trading of the previous days, the kind of movement I got on some of the days, some indicators I take, moving average indicators. After taking the time series data into account, we try to identify that which industries would be showing the more strengths today and which industries would be looking little weaker today. So based on that, we can make our trading strategy, that where we can sell and where we can purchase. So this kind of a charts we are preparing for our, because basically I am there as a research consultant in one of the finance firm as well. So we prepare it. Now this is done on the Excel only a bit of a, you'll have to get the data from the internet and you will have to prepare it over here manually. So this is how the chart looks like. Let's try to understand this again. This is the green candle. If it is a red candle, then how does it look? Say if this is the red candle. Now what is the meaning of it? When it is a red candle, no, then it is open. Simple meaning of the red candle is nothing but उस टाइम फ्रेम के अंदर प्राइसेस क्रैश हुए. That's the red candle. Prices go up, it's a green candle. If it is a red candle, that means prices went down. So this is the open, the body is getting over here. This is the body, and the body is over, that is the close. This is the low and this is the high. Now what is this high? Over there the price tried to get past, but it couldn't get past that high. It failed to survive over there, it got crashed. This is the low, but at the low it got a good support. It again went up and finally got closed over here. Right? So this is how the candles looks like. And if the candles are prepared for the different time horizons, then you can make your trading strategy based on the chart patterns, because there are certain patterns and strategies you can frame, and people take a lot of money while delivering the sessions on the analytics of the stock charts. Now stock chart analytics is one of the highly growing field nowadays. Even I have taken the few seminars on that, and I have been applying on my research consultancy and some of the other assignments I have taken. So this is how it looks like. Now how to prepare this? First of all, now see, you require the data which includes open to close. Now that is dependent on the type of charts you have. Here in this case we also want the volume. So what is the volume? Volume is nothing but the number of shares which are traded on that particular day. Now this is, I guess, the Reliance company we have taken, and we have taken the data from 24th of August to 1st of October 20. So we would be preparing the candle chart on this data. So what's going to be the first step? The first step is going to be the selection of the data. But let me go to the insert. First of all, I'm just checking it. Here you are able to see the stock chart. Give me 1 second. Here in this we have the stock chart. Now see, in the stock chart as well you have various charts. If you select the second one, then what is the format of data you require? If you select the second one, then it must be open, high, low and close. So your data formatting must be in this manner. If it is third one, then you require a volume, high, low and close. If it is a fourth one, then you require volume, open, high, low and close. Once you have this data, then you can prepare the chart like this. So you can just cross verify that in what exact format you require the data first of all. So it requires from volume, open, high, low and close, right? So do we have the data in the same manner? Yes, sir. We have the data arranged in the same manner. So you may just select it, volume से लेके close तक. You may take the date as well. Then also it's fine, perfectly fine. But let's take it from the volume only. I will tell you how to add the dates later on. So from volume to close, I have taken it. I'm going to the insert. We are applying the fourth chart over there. So let's go to that section. And from here, I'm applying the fourth chart. And this is how the chart looks like. Check it out. Now try to understand and interpret this chart. See, here you have at the bottom side the volume, and volume is represented over here in the left hand side, y-axis. These are the number of shares traded in that day. So here in this case, the number of shares traded on this day is quite high, and that has been reflected in their price as well. How do you interpret this candle? So see, this is the open. Now this is effectively the green candle where the price went up. This is the close, and you must see that, see, this is the high. यहाँ पे उसने high बनाया है, but it couldn't survive at the high. In the same manner, यहाँ पे उसने एक छोटू सा कैंडल का एक नीचे दिखाई दे रहा है. This is the low. So this is how you interpret the candle. And based on these candles, you can, chart patterns you can frame. See, I can clearly see that there is something called the bottom up pattern which is visible here. Now this is for the different time horizon, so I cannot tell you exactly about the current market movement of Reliance, because right now the trend would have been reversed. So you may interpret this one now. See, it opened over here. Let's take this one. It opened over here. Now this is the bottom candle. It's going downward, right? So what's the meaning? It was open, then close was this. This was the low. And open and high both are same only. So at the upside, you do not have the candle. Now let's take this example, this chart. So see, bottom and close both are very thick. Sorry, open and close. Open and close, a marginal difference you see in the open and close. But the range was too much, because it went high like this, it went low like this. So effectively on that day, it was, the swing from both the sides. It tried to went up, couldn't survive there. It tried to went down, couldn't survive there. जहां पे था वैसा वहां पे वापस पहुंच गया. I hope you are getting it.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm not going into the financial analytics right now, because that's altogether a different kind of a topic. Our focus right now is on the chart, not on the analysis based on the chart, because I can take so many number of sessions just on the chart patterns. Is it clear? So can you do it on your own now? May I delete this? You would be doing it again. People would be like, sir, ये hashtags क्यों आ गए? Hashtags नहीं है भैया. इसको expand कर दो, सिर्फ cut हो रहा है इसलिए, और कुछ नहीं है. Okay, so from volume to the close. Some people will like, sir, what is this adjusted close? Now let's not go into the finesse because it would be requiring some technical understanding. That's why. So you will be taking only up to the close. Once you have selected this, you are doing it again, insert, then you go to stock chart from here. You select the fourth one, which is including the volume. Why I'm taking the volume? Because I am a firm believer of the fact that you should rely on the price changes only if you have the supporting quantity of the volume as well. And if you have the supporting quantity of volume, I mean, and on that day the volume was also good, very high, so you can rely on that price change. Your reliability and the acceptability towards that price change increases by many folds if there is a volume which is in support of that price change. Now, I'm right now controlling my Okay, can you hear me now? Any one of you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm really sorry, guys. I got disconnected. I don't know why this technical glitches are occurring. So up to what point you could understand? I was like, that मुन्ना भाई MBBS में वो नहीं जाता है कि अपन उधर हेलो हेलो चिल्ला रहा था, वो अपन को सुन ही दे रही थी. So it's like you people were here and मैं उधर 5 मिनट में कुछ नहीं दे रहा. Up to what time you could hear me? Can someone tell me?
So that I can't control myself in that stuff. You said us to do it on our own.
Okay, up to what point you people could hear me? मेरे लास्ट वर्ड्स क्या थे, कोई बताएगा?
I am not going into depth. I am controlling myself like that.
Okay, right, got it. Fine, got it. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much for remembering. Fine. Okay. So I told you that why one was that clear that how did I enter this dates over here?
No, sir.
Was that not yet? No. Okay, fine. No worries. Let's do it. So you must have observed that I had the series over there, right? Starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 and like this. मैं तो उधर क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा था, मैं बोला बच्चे जवाब क्यों नहीं दे रहे हैं, फिर मेरे को मालूम पड़ा है इसलिए जवाब नहीं दे रहे मेरे को. Okay, volume and close, selecting this entirely again, going to the insert tab, then selecting the stock chart, the last one along with the volume. Yes, so I told you that in the horizontal labels, if you do not want this series and numbers, if you want the dates, then what can we do, sir? Sir, we can go to the right click over there on the face of the chart, उसके face पे जाके ऐसे टपली मारना है. Then you can go to the select data. Then in the select data, go to the horizontal axis labels, go to this edit button here. Then you would be selecting the axis labels here by clicking on this button. Select all the dates from the first to the last one, pressing the enter, again pressing the enter, and you must have observed that the dates are written over there. And मैं जहां पे हेलो 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 चिल्ला रहा था और किसी का जवाब नहीं आ रहा था, this was this point. What is this gap? Can someone identify what is this gap?
Saturday, Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely correct. Saturday, Sunday. अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है. That kind of a Saturday. So that's Saturday, Sunday. We know that Saturday, Sunday market बंद रहता है, लेकिन Excel को नहीं मालूम ना. तो Excel ने दो दिन का यहाँ पे गैप ले लिया है. That's why डेट को नहीं डालना चाहिए, उसको डायरेक्टली सीरीज में ही रखना चाहिए. Let me do the control Z, I guess. It will give me if I do the control Z.
So please repeat this, how you inserted date.
Okay, I should repeat this. Fine, no worries. Sir, how do I insert the dates? Right click, select date, select data, sorry. वो डेटा को भी मैं डेट यूज देखो रीड कर रहा हूँ. So in the select data, go to this edit section in the horizontal axis label. See my mouse cursor is over there. Masquerading as a mouse cursor in Shashi Tharoor's language. Click on this edit button. Do you know what's the meaning of masquerading? He used that word for I guess Arnab Goswami. Click on this, then you would be selecting the dates right from the first to the last one. Control Shift down arrow, pressing enter, then pressing OK. So sir, we have over here the dates. So now we are just be pressing OK, and you would be having the dates over there. You may check it. Is it coming over there, dates? Let me know.
Yes sir, it's coming, but as जैसे आपके ग्राफ में कैसे 24 के बाद सीधा 31st है, फिर 7 ऐसे वीकली है, When I did it in my graph, it says 25, then 27, then 31, then 2. That gap is not there.
Mine
अच्छा,
also. Mine
फाइन
also.
नो वरी, फाइन नो वरीज. इसके आप है ना स्केल को इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज कर सकते हो. से सिलेक्ट ऑन दिस, क्लिक ऑन दिस, ये लाइन के ऊपर क्लिक करोगे ना, सो द डॉट्स गेट्स अपीयर्ड, यू मे चेक इट, राइट? तो दैट मींस दिस horizontal axis labels are selected. So once this axis labels are selected, no, you can go to few options related to that. So I'm going to the fourth one here, which is related to the numbers. My mouse cursor is over there on the right hand side. Then axis options. Then you may select the minimum and maximum bounds, you know. So if you just want the minimum and maximum bounds and the units, see, I have taken the 7 days over here. So instead of 7 days, if you just put 1 day, so all the dates would be visible to you. So that's why the gap is coming for the 7 days, you know. So if you just take the 1 day and you go somewhere, see, all the days are coming. But now that is too much comprehensive. Very, very, very much comprehensive. Let me convert it into 3 days. See, so all 3 days are been given to you. I guess 7 days would be looking more suitable. So let me take the 7 days. Right? So all weeks are being represented basically. So you have the 5 trading days in a week and all 5 candles you would be able to see there. In the last one you have 4, obviously, because you haven't taken the data of the 5th day of the last week. That's why. Is it clear now? अरे भैया कंफर्मेशन तो दो, हाँ कि ना?
Sir, in 2010 it will be not working.
2013 में नहीं है.
Mm.
Oh, sorry. Can't do anything. See, earlier the plan was to take this in our laboratory actually, where we have Excel 365 version. The thing is that your schedule is too jam-packed, no? That we couldn't arrange any lab sessions as well, because you have 8 or 9 subjects, you have the mid-semester examinations going on, you have a hell lot of things going on right now, and that's why I was little suspicious as well that whether there would be a response from the students as well or not. But frankly, I am quite surprised to see that you people have been attending, even after attending all the lectures in person or offline, and you are coming over here 2 more hours. But good to see that you people are putting a lot of efforts. So if you are not able to get it over there, no, right now, just understand this. That's fine. Once you will have the Office 365 version or 19 version, it won't be very much difficult for you to see. Conceptual understanding is required more rather than application wise, because whenever you will have the appropriate and sufficient laptop facility, you will be able to apply it at that time. Okay, let's move ahead. What do we have in the next task? Sir, it's already 17:41, so we still have 20 minutes, sorry. एरिया चार्ट करना है. स्टॉक चार्ट हो गया? ये सर स्टॉक चार्ट तो हमने पहले ही ले लिया. इससे पहले और भी कितने चार्ट थे? ये देखो, ये रह गया हमने. प्रिपेयर एन एरिया चार्ट ऑफ द जीडीपी डेटा नॉमिनल टर्म्स. ओके, सो कौन से वाले में जाना है वो तो बताओ. Okay, so there is a GDP data kind of a worksheet. Please go to that worksheet. GDP data. And in that you have the GDP of India and China in nominal terms as well as in the purchasing power parity terms. I do not want to go into the economics right now, that what is the nominal terms and the purchasing power parity term. If I just give you the bit of a conceptual understanding, the purchasing power is nothing but it adjusts the inflation and the purchasing power as well. So say for example, if I give you, say right now $1 is equal to 70, say 75, right? 75 rupees. But see, in a $1 in the United States, you would be able to hardly purchase one toffee. But in 75 rupees in India, you can purchase the silk, right? और लोगों को आज 1-2 दिन में तो कितने सारे लोगों को मिली भी होगी. Some people would like, sir, हमें कल मिलेगी, कोई बात नहीं, जब भी मिलेगी. But in 75 rupees, you can purchase hell lot of many things in India. But can you imagine $1's value in United States? Not much. You can't purchase many things in $1. So when you convert your exchange rates, you ignore the purchasing power parity. It it ignores that $1 can't purchase this many things, US dollar in US, which 75 rupees can purchase in India. So that's why the economists apply some calculations and then try to put everything on the purchasing power parity. And accordingly, if you see, then I guess Mukesh Ambani would be the richest person in the world, because see, he might be somewhere around 75 billion USD in his net wealth. And Jeff Bezos and this Elon Musk, who are right now there at the top, would be somewhere around 170 or 180 USD. But thing is that if you compare the GDP of India and US in terms of the purchasing parity, then our GDP is much more when we are doing it for the nominal. Just we are converting, उससे ज़्यादा हमारी इसमें purchasing power parity में हमारी GDP around 3 to 4 times बढ़ जाती है. You may check it over here as well. In 1991, the nominal terms GDP is 389 billions USD, but purchasing power GDP was 1266 billion USD. So it increases by 3 to 4 times. So in similar ratio, if you apply to the wealth of the Mukesh Ambani, then I guess 75 multiplied by 4 or 3, it would go somewhere around 300 billion US dollars. So what Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk can purchase from 170 to 180 billion dollars in United States, Mukesh Ambani can purchase hell lot of many things from just 75 billion dollars in India because of the purchasing power parity. I hope you can understand these concepts. Let's not go into that, but I'm just giving you the brief idea about it. Okay, so we have the nominal GDP of India and China, as well as the purchasing power GDP of India and China. So we want to prepare the area chart for all this number of years. So we have again the time series data. The time frame is the year, and the area chart will give you the the share of one or two in a moving manner, that over a number of periods how the share of these two have been moving. So what we'll be doing right from the year, we would be selecting it. So you can take the China India labels as well, then also it's fine. Take the China India labels. Right now we are doing it for the nominal terms, and we would be selecting this entire data first of all, including the headings. I have selected it. Then go to the insert section, then go to the area chart. Do we have the area chart over there? Let's check it out. Where do we have it? अच्छा सर, एरिया चार्ट यहाँ पे तो कहीं पे नहीं दिखाई दे रहा, तो एक काम करते हैं, we would be selecting the more column charts. So anywhere, if you go to the any of the charts, then go to the more charts, and from that more select the area and select the first one in the area. So I'm selecting the first one in the area chart right now, pressing OK. So this is how my area chart looks like. You may check it that up to 94 and 95, the India and China were both contributing the same, I mean effectively the same. But after, specifically if I tell you from 2002 to 3, the China have expanded like anything. Some people tell me that we are also getting developed. No, हम develop हो रहे हैं, लेकिन it's about the relative development. हमने इस पोर्शन में जितना डेवलप किया, चाइना कहाँ पे पहुंचा उस पोर्शन में, देखो तो सही. Okay, so this gives you the idea about how the share of one particular variable is moving from one time horizon to another time horizon. So when you have the many number of years, so obviously bar chart and line chart will not give you the exact idea about the percentage share contributed by these two variables. So that's why you have to use the area chart over there. So it's the proportionate area distributed to two countries. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Good. Task for you people is you would be preparing the same area chart for purchasing power parity too. Do it and let me know. Hey, who is doing this?
Sorry.
इतना गुस्से में क्यों ऐसे धाड़ धाड़ कर रही हो? मेरे ऊपर तो गुस्सा नहीं है ना कि सर आप इतना एक्सटेंड करते डे को हमारे दो सेशंस लेते हो. धड़ 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 धड़. इंसर्ट. अभी भी बहुत चार्ट बाकी रह गया यार मेरा.
बट सर मैकबुक में वो रिकमेंडेड चार्ट वाला नहीं आ रहा.
कमेंटेड नहीं आ रहा.
नहीं सर, रिकमेंडेड में आपने जो चार्ट सेलेक्ट किया ना एरिया वाला, वो नहीं आ रहा.
एरिया वाला भी नहीं.
नहीं सर, रिकमेंडेड आ गया लेकिन उसमें एरिया वाला जो चार्ट है ना जो आपने सेलेक्ट किया वो नहीं आया.
फिर से करते हैं. देखो परचेसिंग पावर पैरिटी चाइना इंडिया दोनों को सिलेक्ट किया. year is not been selected right now, but we can add it up. You people know that how to add the years now in the horizontal data axis. So China India purchasing power parity I'm selecting. Then I'm going to the insert tab. Yes, some people will be like, sir area chart kahan pe, kahin pe dikhai hi nahi de raha hai. So you go to any of the charts, any of this drop down arrow, and see, go to the more charts from any of those. So once you go to the more charts, on left hand side you would be able to see so many other charts as well, right? So go to the area, select the area chart, the first one, then press OK. You have got the area chart. But in purchasing power parity we have been doing good to see that. So that means the foreign currency fluctuation is affecting us, our GDP a lot. In terms of purchasing power parity we are not doing that bad.
सॉरी सर, मैकबुक में ये चार्ट नहीं आया. है ही नहीं ऑप्शन.
अभी भी नहीं आया?
नहीं सर, है ही ऑप्शन ही नहीं बता रहा है.
अच्छा एक काम करो, कौन सा भी एक चार्ट अप्लाई कर दो.
सर स्कैटर्ड और स्टैग चार्ट बता रहे हैं.
कौन सा भी एक चार्ट अप्लाई कर दो ना दक्ष. उसके बाद में राइट क्लिक करो उस चार्ट के ऊपर और चेंज चार्ट टाइप करके ऑप्शन आएगा.
ओके.
तो चेंज चार्ट टाइप में है ना एरिया चार्ट दिखेगा. ये हेमाली ने, आई गेस हेमाली ने हमें ये सॉल्यूशन दिया था बिफोर फ्यू मिनट्स. वैसा वाला कुछ जोड़ा करो. Okay, sir, many other tasks are remaining to be done. The scatter plot is remaining to be done, correlation and so many other things. Fine, no worries, we'll be doing it in the next session. We are right now anyway lagging by 1 hour. Fine, so that's it from my side. This is the time for the quiz now. That's 17:51. 5 minutes I'll be taking just to ask a question to every one of you, one question for each. Pull up your sleeves, pull up your socks. I'm going to ask few questions to all of you. Let me go to the group marks here. Day 3 score. Okay, may I have Miss Vaishali over there? Vaishali, can you hear me there?
Yes, sir.
Vaishali, the shortcut key to select the entire row.
Entire row control plus space.
Control plus space में तो entire column होगी.
Shift plus space.
Shifts plus space. I am sorry Vaishali, I'll be cutting 0.5 marks of yours. Okay. Then we have Miss Millie. Millie, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Millie?
Yes, sir.
Okay, once this entire row is selected, if I want to add a row by a shortcut key, what is that shortcut key?
Sir, I forgot. To add the row, I forgot that thing. I not wrote in my notes.
Try
If
to
I answer, will I get 0.5?
करो आंसर तो करो.
Control plus control and plus.
Absolutely correct. So control and plus you would be putting. No worries.
Sir, it's column control plus
Millie,
space.
you can cover it up later on. कंट्रोल प्लस शिफ्ट प्लस करना होता है, बट अभी आपके पास अगर नंबर पैड है ना राइट हैंड साइड पे, तो प्लस का बड़ा सा ऑलरेडी आपके पास एक की रहता है, राइट? देन यू हैव टू प्रेस ओनली द कंट्रोल प्लस. But if you do not have the plus button separately, then along with the backspace you would have, no, sorry, along with the equal to key you would have the plus. So equal to के साथ अगर plus है तो obviously you will have to press the shift as well. So control shift plus करना पड़ेगा उस समय पे. If you do not have the separate button for the plus
No,
in a
sir,
number keyboard, you know that's it.
shift plus space is for row and cult plus space is for column.
अरे ऐड करने का बता रहा था बेटा. देखो ये पहले एक सिलेक्ट हो गया, अब ऐड करने की बात पूछ रहा था.
Got it, sir, got it.
Okay. Gaurav, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gaurav. Uh, Can you tell me the third argument in the if syntax? What is there?
Third argument in a if sentence is like if it is or not वाला जो part होता है ना, that is the third argument. If it is yes, then this, that is second one, and what if no, then.
Okay. Mr. Daksh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Daksh. Uh, Daksh, if you want to give a visualization of the percentage share, then which chart will be the most applicable?
Sir, pie chart.
May we have Mr. Mitesh over there?
Yes, sir. પાછા સર્વે
સર ને ઇન્ફોર્મ કરજો ને, લાસ્ટ ટાઈમ ની જેમ થશે, એમને ખબર જ નહીં હોય કે લેફ્ટ થઈ ગયા છે.
કરું છું. Jar will be joining in 2 seconds. If not, then we will leave. Sorry, in 2 minutes.
ઓકે.
સેકન્ડ થઈ ગઈ.
I have corrected 2 minutes.
બોલો મિતેશ, 2 મિનિટ.
એ તો પેલા 2 સેકન્ડ જ રહી.
અટેન્ડન્સ નું શું કરવાનું છે?
Recording ચાલુ છે.
ચેટ બોક્સમાં એનરોલમેન્ટ નંબર મૂકી દે. રેકોર્ડિંગ તો ચાલુ છે ને, તો રેકોર્ડ તો થશે. આપણે ચેટ બુકમાં મૂકશું, બોક્સમાં મૂકશું.
Wait a minute, I am calling sir and asking what it is. I have taken the screenshot of these 12 people present here, and sir cannot join, so leave the meeting. It's okay.
Gaurav, Veronica was also present.
Yes, yes, she is there.
Okay.
12 are present out of 15. Who is not there and who left the meeting before I took the screenshot? I don't know.
Dipesh.
Deepesh was there.
Ah,
And then
he is traveling.
then 13 people, 14 and 15. Ellen would be not there, right? He was in some work from the first initial time.
I guess Dhruv was not there.
Okay, Dhruv and Ellen were not there. All other were there. 13.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, no issue. I will convey to sir. And left the meeting. No issue.